Hello?
Hello, Alyssa.
Who is this?
Let's play a game.
Okay, what kind of game?
I want to talk about your podcast.
Oh my god, Derek.
Do you like scary podcasts?
I host one.
What's your favorite scary movie?
One where my co-host stops fiddle fucking around and we can start recording.
That's not very scary.
It is when you're already running behind.
You sound tense. I like.
I know your voice, you can stop.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fine, I'll play your little game.
What if I told you this whole thing has been a setup just for you?
Oh yeah? Just for me?
What if I told you none of this is real? It's been all one big lie.
Oh my god.
What if I told you?
What if I told you, if you don't start the episode, I'm telling everyone what you and Curly do in the cum zone?
Oh, spicy.
5,
Fine.
4...
Okay. Jeez, a guy's just trying to have some fun around here.
No fun allowed!
We've had a doozy of a day.
A real doozy. Wow, that was a weird phone call, huh, Alyssa?
Yeah, that was pretty weird.
I don't know what that was about. Jeez. Couldn't have been
Yeah,
me.
me either. Yeah, it was crazy that mysterious guy just called me right before we started recording. Weird.
Are you near a window or something?
Did you just hear that truck drive by?
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's crazy that it picked it up. I didn't think it would. I mean, I'm no closer than I usually am, so.
Yeah. That was weird. Yeah, man. I was like, neat.
You had a look on your face like, what's wrong?
No, yeah, because I thought I was tripping out. I was like, do I have the voice thing on still?
Oh.
Yeah. You can hear me good, right? Because I forgot to swap
Yeah.
microphone things over and
Oh,
I just
yeah.
did it. So, okay, cool. All right, I'm not going to mess with anything else. Hopefully, oh my God. Ring, batch.
When we were recording that skit, we didn't have like the ring noise ready, so he just kept going ring and like shimmying his shoulders, and I can't stop laughing about that. Hopefully we'll have a ring compilation for y'all.
I'll make one. I'll do it. I'll do it just for you. That way we can have something up
Thank
where
you.
it's me embarrassing myself. You know, just ring, batch. We got enough of them. But yeah, welcome to the NightmareSignal podcast, where we talk about horror
Welcome.
movies, not horror movies, real life horrors, horror adjacent things, non-adjacent horror things, all things alike. I'm your host, Derek. Hello.
Hello, I'm your host, Alyssa, and I'm glad that we stopped fiddle fucking around and we're getting started, you know?
Yeah, I did not realize it was already 11:24. Luckily, we're not on a time frame today, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. Well, today is a very special episode if you haven't gathered from the beginning, the little skit we did that we shouldn't acknowledge, but we're acknowledging. But,
Yeah.
you know, whatever.
I think that's my fault. I started.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Welcome to the Scream-a-thon, everybody.
I always want to do that, but that's Home Alone. But that is how his mouth looks to me. The Scream
It is
mask guy.
kind of like what artist is that with the face, you know, and they parried
Oh, I
it and a
think
lot of
it's
stuff.
Van Gogh, maybe?
Let's go with that, and someone can correct us. That way we know people are listening.
Yes.
I'm gonna just start saying the most inaccurate false shit just to have people
Oh,
call
yeah.
me out.
Rage bait.
That's what I'm talking about. Before we get too far, I need to bring something up that I wanted to, that it's something I was wrong about a while ago when we
Oh.
were talking about your boy, Mr. Mustache, Mr. Creepy Guy with Mustache. I'm blanking on his name. What's
John
his name?
Waters?
John Waters. Remember how I told you I was like they've parodied him in a lot of stuff, and you were like, "Oh, have they?" And I was like, "Yeah." No, I figured out who it was, because thank God for the almighty, powerful internet who listens to us. Because at some point in time, unless it's just fucking coincidence, but this Facebook page came up and it said, cartoons that use Peter Lorre's face as reference be frying me. Dead emoji.
Oh.
And it's all these
You
characters.
saw,
And
okay.
I was misremembering.
That makes sense, because I was like, I know The Simpsons did, but I don't know of anybody else. But I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's right. It's not him. Why do I think that? I think it's just like the weird mustache and the creepiness,
that makes sense.
Yeah. So I just wanted to correct myself. And there was a thing last week. Oh, real fast. She is, Reese Witherspoon is from New Orleans, not Alabama.
Oh, yes. Back to John Waters. He's going to be on the 13th season of American Horror Story.
Hell yeah. I saw that the other day. I was going to
excited.
send it to you, but I saw you already liked it. So I was like,
Yeah.
She ain't get nothing from me then. No.
Yeah, I haven't watched a couple seasons because it's kind of gone downhill, but I will 100% be watching that one.
Hell yeah. I really wish I could get into that show, man. I really do. I don't know why I can't, but I don't know. Just not for me. Yeah. But yes, we are going to talk about the Scream movies from number 1 to number 7. And I'll be honest with you. I watched part 1.
Huh?
And I don't even remember if I finished it the other day, because I started thinking, I'm like, did I make it to the end, or am I just remembering the end because I've seen it so many times? I didn't get to 2 or 3 or 4, but I watched 5 and 6 for the first time, and then I watched 7.
5 Cream was good.
Yep, 5 Cream was good. We'll get there because I got some thoughts on that movie. But Alyssa watched all 7 of them.
I did. I watched them in, I guess, like 5, 6 days. And I should have taken better notes because they've kind of all blended together. Like, if you asked me right now who the killer was in each movie, I feel like I would struggle a little bit to remember the chronological order, but it was fun.
I'm right there with you. I kind of spoiled 4 for me because when I was initially doing my rewatch, I stopped at 4 and I didn't get very far into it and I couldn't remember and I was excited, but then I was looking something up and it mentioned someone's name. I was like, oh, who is that? And then when I looked it up, it was the killer from 4. And I was like, oh, I forgot is Macaulay Culkin's brother. Not the famous one, the other slightly less famous one. Yeah, you didn't know that was his brother?
No.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the one that was in Signs. He was the little boy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then he played in that black metal movie, which was, I found it entertaining. I'm not in the black metal music scene or anything, but I enjoy movies
that
like that.
does look like Macaulay Culkin. Okay. That makes total sense.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, look up all his brothers, man. All his brothers look the exact same. It's wild. You could tell.
I really liked 4.
Yeah. Is that Kieran Culkin?
Oh, yeah. He's one of the other brothers.
Or is it, which one is he the one with the R?
Let's see.
I can't remember. Okay, I'm sorry. Kieran Culkin is the other famous one. It's his cousin from the movies.
Yeah, that's in
Rory Culkin. That's right.
Okay.
Rory Culkin is the other one. There is Christian Culkin. I want to say one of his siblings died. Maybe it was his sister.
I didn't know there were that many of them.
Yeah. They've done well for themselves too. You know, I like seeing them pop up. I'd love to see them all 3 in a movie together. Could you imagine all 3 of them
be cool.
in a horror movie?
Oh my god. That'd be amazing.
That would be awesome. Was that you and I who was talking about
cute.
two people that I would love to see in a horror movie together, but I don't remember who it was. Was it you
I
I
don't
was
think it
talking
was
to?
me.
Maybe it was Sandy. There's something we were watching. I was like, I'd like to see them two in a movie. But yeah, so that's what we're talking about this week. It's the Scream movies, and Alyssa will have to do her best to walk me through because I remember bits and pieces of 1, 2, and 3. Well, most of 1, pieces of 2, and little bits of 3.
Let me pull up that Wikipedia.
Hell yeah, brother.
I meant to do this beforehand, so it's gonna be a little rocky. Are we going to avoid spoilers, or how are we gonna do this? Because they do kind of. I mean, I guess we don't have to spoil it, but also,
I say we could avoid
I don't know.
spoilers for 5 and
Okay.
6 just
Oh, for 5 and
because
6. Okay.
I really
But the
like
other ones,
those.
you're okay?
Yeah, because I mean, like,
They have been out for a long time.
1, you already know it's iconic who the killers are.
Yeah.
Part 2, I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but I mean, it's kind of like because the killers in that one is kind of like out of nowhere, you know. And then part 3, that one's just a movie, man. But yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay with spoiling. If anyone else doesn't want anything spoiled, stop listening, go watch the movies, and then
Yeah.
come back and listen. But that's
Yeah,
on you.
and we won't talk about 5, 6, and 7, even though 7, the killer, I'm just like, okay, like, what the fuck ever. But yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah. But so it turns out that I did not finish the first Scream because
Okay.
where my notes left off.
Oh,
It was
gotcha.
the last thing I put
Okay.
in. But
Well,
okay.
if you want to kind of like go over your notes, I can just chime in because I didn't make like very formal of notes. It's kind of more general stuff.
Okay. I mean, my notes was literally, it was like a play-by-play of the movie, kind of. Up until
Oh, okay.
it was just thoughts. It was just thoughts. So at the beginning of the movie, now this is before I watched the rest of them, but I put Casey's death is probably the worst in the whole franchise, which actually, thinking about it now though, like, yeah, there were more brutal deaths, but hers is the worst, which Casey is homegirl at the beginning of the movie. Oh my God, what's her name?
Oh, Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore, my crush as a child.
I don't think I ever knew her name in the movie, so I'm like, "Oh, who is that?"
I only know it because I was looking stuff up. Just saying, you don't
Oh,
say
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Anyway, blonde haired chick at the beginning where the movie starts. But yeah, her
Mhm.
death is fucked because, like, you know, what he does to her, and then her parents right there, and she can't reach.
Yeah.
And then, like, that was one thing I completely forgot about those movies is like how, like, not upfront gory they were, but if you could freeze frame it on that part when they show her hanging from the tree, like everything's just hanging out. Like when you really
Oh,
think about that,
shit. Yeah, I
yeah.
guess I didn't pay that much attention.
Look up behind the scenes of that, and it's like the
Oh,
people
okay.
who created the hanging body to put there, and it's just organs, everything just hanging out. I did not remember it being that intense, and I was like, oh fuck, okay. And then the next thing I wrote was when Billy climbs through Sydney's window, the
Oh,
song that's playing in the background is Don't Fear the Reaper.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
thought that was really, really cool. Uh,
I'm just gonna butt in real quick and
yeah,
say
no, butt in, I don't care.
the first time I watched it, I did not realize that they were the killers. And then we were talking about it, and you're like, "Yeah, it's just, like, so obvious how they set it up." I'm like, "Oh."
Oh, no. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. That's not what
Oh,
I meant.
okay.
No, I meant that after watching it a first time, when you go back and rewatch it,
Oh, yeah, you can
there
see
are
the
signs there.
foreshadowing or whatever.
Yeah, like, so when Billy comes through the window, Don't Fear the Reaper's playing. When they're all, and my other note here is when they're sitting around the fountain, they're both wearing the same kind of boots, black boots that the Ghostface is wearing. Yeah.
Uh,
And then there's another thing in the movie where the two teens in the high school run around as Ghostface fucking around. Oh, we're just joking. Well, that's like foreshadowing that the
that
reveal is
there's
going to be
2.
two killers. Yeah.
Oh, if we have time at the end, I did make a little list of some things that they seem to love to do in this movie or in this franchise
I'm
that
perfectly okay with that.
I noticed, yeah.
Also, please chime in whenever you want, because like I said, I'm
Oh,
just kind
yes.
of going off memory and stopping right here. Uh, I like the implication of like the different people in it. How like every character is a suspect, and I like how they
Yeah.
kind of constantly subvert your expectations and stuff, especially with the Fonz
Oh,
as
yeah, I
as the
love Henry
principal.
Winkler.
Hmm. And I really like how he's really good at like playing suspicious, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, but my last note here is how I remember where I left off. Do you remember the janitor in the hallway? When
No.
Henry Winkler, someone keeps knocking on the door and he pokes his head out, and the janitor looks up and he's wearing a Freddy Krueger hat and sweater.
Ah,
Did you not
I don't
notice that?
remember. I guess I didn't.
Oh,
To
okay.
be honest, when I rewatched 1, I was kinda half paying attention because 'cause I've seen it a couple
Oh,
times, so I
okay.
wasn't, like, as glued in as I
Gotcha.
could have been.
Well, look, you missed out on some details.
I
No.
apparently I
So,
did.
so fun fact. Let's just jump back here real fast. Scream is from 1990 something. I can't remember. 97?
I believe it's 96.
96. Okay. It's directed by Wes Craven. Nightmare on Elm Street.
RIP.
And this movie was originally supposed to be satire. It's making fun of the slasher genre, but I feel like I don't know, it did it so well that I like that how it takes itself seriously, but also
Yeah.
pokes fun in like a really fun way.
It's a
Um,
very interesting combination, yeah.
mhm. And I just it's really good, and I see why this movie has standed as long as it has, and it still holds up.
Mhm.
It's still a really good movie. It's
Yeah.
so 90s and I love it.
Oh my god, yes.
I miss when movies were like this and people felt like people. They didn't feel like they were ripped out of like a American Eagle ad and
Yeah.
saying things that people don't really say. But back to the janitor real fast while I was setting this up. So the janitor is Wes Craven.
Oh, okay, I think I knew that, but I totally
Okay.
forgot.
And his name is Fred because the janitor
Ah.
and he's dressed like Freddy Krueger. And also, I think, if I remember correctly, Freddy Krueger was a janitor at the school. So I
Oh,
think that's how we got close to the kids, if I remember correctly. I could be very wrong.
okay.
I couldn't
Sounds
remember if it
right.
was just a neighborhood thing, but yeah. And that's where my notes left off for that right there.
Okay. A couple of things off the top of my head. I'm surprised you didn't mention this. I believe it's Billy talking to Stu, but he calls him a fuck rag, which is one of my favorite parts of the movie. I remembered it from rewatches before. I was like, "Oh my god, I love when he calls him a fuck rag."
When did he call him that? Was that earlier on in the movie?
When they're all sitting in front of the fountain or whatever, and they're kinda going over, like,
That's
who could be
right.
the killer and
That's right. He
yeah,
calls
yeah.
Jamie Kennedy's character that, right?
I thought it was, like, Billy talking to Stu or vice versa, but maybe.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember.
I don't know.
Now that
Somebody
you
gets
say
called a
that,
fuck rag, and it's great.
I do remember. I'll be honest, like I know I rewatched it, but it's like I didn't remember finishing it. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's like I said, last week
These are the
was a long
details
week.
I picked up on.
Yeah.
Another thing that made me laugh, Rose McGowan's character, Tatum, she's Sydney's best friend. They have a really funny conversation where they're kinda going back and forth talking about who could be the killer and blah, 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 and Tatum's talking about something being kind of obvious or, like, you've heard it so many times that it just kinda becomes true. And she gives the example of, the Richard Gere, like, gerbil up the ass thing, and I totally forgot about that. That's such a good late '90s, like, urban legend,
I
we
completely
had that
forgot about
one.
that too. Yeah. Oh my
Had
god.
that one, there was, like Marilyn Manson removing ribs, being able to
Mm-hmm.
suck his own dick.
And all that shit
feel
got spread
they're
around
j-
without the internet.
Yes, it's fascinating. It really is. And I'm trying to think of what some other ones were, but those are like the two main ones that really stick out in my mind. But I was really glad that was included in there.
Trying to think, like the cast of this movie is just really good too. I can't.
Mhm.
There's not a single person in this movie who is miscast, and every single person just
Mhm.
did a really good job at the part that they were playing.
They did.
And I really like the way, again, everyone was written in this. They just feel like real people
Mhm.
for the most part. I mean, there are some, like, the obvious campy decisions, like, oh, don't do that thing, and they're doing that thing, but it's meant for it. And by relatable, I mean they all feel like your friends, not Sydney's weird house on a hill somewhere. Because when she was walking around, I'm like, God damn, that's a really nice house. Where the fuck does she
Yeah.
live?
Oh my god, everybody's house is so nice. I don't think they're ever somewhere that looks shitty that I can
That's true.
remember.
Woodsboro's in
Yeah.
California, right?
I thought it was in some little state, but I think you're right that it's in California.
Where is Scream set? I want to make sure. Woodsboro, California. I was right.
California. For some
think-
reason, I was thinking Illinois or something, but yeah,
That's
wrong.
Haddonfield. Haddonfield from Halloween. Where's that at? New Jersey. Haddonfield's in New Jersey. So, small place.
Nice.
I think, or I know it's supposed to be like up north somewhere. I don't know.
Hmm.
But yeah, I really like, my favorite character growing up though was Jamie Kennedy's character in this. What is his name? Richie?
Why am I blanking?
Oh no, come on, Alyssa, you got Wikipedia.
I know.
I'm joking.
I know. I'm looking right now. Richie, Randy, or is his name Richie for short?
Randy.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I like Randy.
You've been talking to Randy. Sorry, it's a Futurama reference. I used to mess with this guy at work because we had another guy named Randy. And for Black Friday one year, they kind of split everybody in the store up to go stand at their stations to guard the wrapped products. And he got put with Randy. And I was like, Nick, you hanging out with Randy? And I was like, Randy? You've been talking to Randy. And I kept doing it all night. He thought it was funny the first time. But every time after that, he's like,
okay,
oh my
that's
God.
enough. I feel like Randy does not look like a high school kid. Like, there are a couple of them in this movie that I'm like, okay, this guy's supposed to be in high school. He's like fucking 35 years old.
Yeah.
Which I kind of love. I mean,
yeah, all of them kind of look that way though. Because
that's true.
I'm trying to think of which other characters in the movie where I saw that I'm like, you're
I felt that in
clearly
7.
not.
I'm going to talk about that when we get to 7 because I feel like there's a lot of that going on.
Yes, because I have questions about 7 because I was also very confused.
Okay.
Also, David Arquette, because when I was younger,
Yes, he's
I
so
was
great.
a big David Arquette fan, and I loved him in this movie, and I love seeing him in anything ever since this movie.
Mhm.
My other favorite movie of his is Eight-Legged Freaks. I don't think Alyssa has ever seen that.
Oh, I have not, nor will I ever, probably.
Since we're talking about cast, do you know who does the phone voice?
I don't.
Okay, his name is Roger Jackson, and he is the voice of Mojo Jojo from the original Powerpuff
cool.
Girls.
Powerpuff Girls, hell yeah.
Yep.
Excellent. Do you have anything else with 1?
With part 1, I'm trying to think real fast.
We apologize for the technical difficulties. While we wait for this jackass to swap headphones, we would like to thank every single one of you for listening and sticking around for 20 episodes. We couldn't do this without you. And if you dare try to leave, we'll come find you and force you into the cum zone where you'll have to sit and watch Curly do a one-man show where he does all his own sound effects. And the nude. Now back to our show.
Hello? Can you hear me? No, she can't hear me. Shit. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Input.
You hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. And, okay, podcast can hear me. Say something?
La la la.
Okay, you're coming through. You're coming through.
Something.
Okay. Sorry about
Okay.
that. My headphones died, and I wanted to make sure that it wasn't coming through the head. I don't know. I had to plug it in. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
Anyway. So, yeah. So he is Mojo Jojo. And I'm trying to think if there's anybody else. Also, this was my first time ever seeing Matthew Lillard, and I'd been a big fan of his after this too.
Oh, yes. He's great. I'm sure everybody probably knows this, but the scene towards the end where Billy's handing him the phone and he hits him in the head with the phone, and Matthew Lillard's like, "You hit me with the phone, you dick," or whatever. That was ad-libbed. Like he actually accidentally hit him with the phone.
I remember that, but I love it when stuff like that happens and actors still just kind of lean into it. You know what I mean? They don't, they don't ruin the scene. Also, Billy's real name is so funny to me. Skeet Ulrich.
Yeah, I forgot that was his name. Like, what the fuck?
Skeet. Yeah, we can move on to 2 if you want. 2 was heartbreaking for me as a child.
Oh. So 2, we start out at the premiere of the first Stab movie. So a movie company has got the rights to Sydney's story, and they're making a movie of it. But we don't really realize that at first, if I recall correctly. Have Heather Graham playing Drew Barrymore's character, and it's the same thing because they kind of did a carbon copy of, the real movie. Or, whatever. Like, it's that weird kind of like meta thing where it's like movie of the movie within the movie within,
Yep, and then it just keeps going. It just keeps going as the series goes on.
It keeps going. So we have a couple that end up getting killed there at the premiere.
Which is
Jada
Pinkett Smith and Omar Epps.
Oh, shit. Okay, I did not realize that.
He gets killed in such a fucked way.
Oh, God, yeah.
He hears something going on in the stall, and he puts his ear up to it.
Oh, let me put my ear over here.
And just fucking the knife goes right through it. Oh, my God.
So gross. So
gross. Then the way she gets killed, the killer puts on his clothes and goes and sits next to, his girlfriend wearing the mask. And she's just like, "What are you doing?" Stabs her. And then she stands up in front of everybody. So look, I have not watched this movie in at least 3 years, and it's ingrained in my brain because this scene is so crazy because that's so scary. Like everyone's cheering her on, thinking this whole thing's a skit.
Think she's yeah. Oh, you know what I love from that scene, and from scenes that follow in this movie, is like when people are just kind of being like shithead teenagers, and they throw popcorn at the screen. I love that. Like later in the movie, they're in class and somebody's like throwing a balled up paper, and I just love that. I don't know why. It's so goofy, but I've always wanted to do it.
Yeah, someone threw popcorn at me at the movie the other night, and I'm still not too sure who it was. I mean, it was somebody we were with. And in my head, I'm like, I wonder how they'd react if I just chucked my bucket of popcorn at them. Just the whole fucking thing. Just like they're like, I'm gonna hit Derek with a piece of popcorn. Just a whole fucking bucket of
full wave of fucking popcorn.
That was like a thing though in the 80s and stuff. I remember that, like in those movies.
Yeah, people don't do that anymore. We need to bring it back.
We need to bring a lot of things back.
It's very true.
Like
or boomer mode.
Yeah. Back in my day.
Yeah. Make movies great again.
Let's see. Oh my God. The fact that you say that someone throws popcorn, if you look at the cast, there's
There's a popcorn thrower?
popcorn guy.
Yeah! I want to be popcorn guy in a movie. Hell yeah.
Whoa, is he? What else does he do? Is he in this?
Does he throw popcorn in any other movies we've seen?
Okay, never mind. Okay, yeah, he's just in that one scene. I was making sure he wasn't also the kid in the class throwing the paper ball.
There's also Party Teen 1, Party Teen 2.
Hell yeah, that's who I want to be in the movies. Theater girl number 1. But yeah, oh, this one was also directed by Wes Craven. Oh, and I'm gonna bring up the writer here because this means something. Okay. Kevin Williamson is the writer. He wrote 1, 2, 4, and 7.
7.
Yeah, if you would have saw Alyssa's face, you know where this is going. Anyway,
It's not good.
outside of that opening scene, the two things I remember most from this movie was this is the one where Dewey gets his theme song, which I fucking love that Dewey has his own theme song. Have you noticed that? Every time he's on screen. Yeah, every time he's on screen, it's this weird kind of like, I feel like it's like a Western kind of guitar thing, but it's very like,
oh, okay. Yeah.
melancholy.
He's a man of the law.
It's very, I can't explain the way it makes me feel. It's just very like, it's like, oh, that's Dewey. You know, it's
Dewey's theme song, bitch.
Yeah, it's Dewey's theme song, batch. But yeah, so he's got that, and that makes me happy. But then the thing that killed me as a kid was Randy's death.
In the van.
Yep. Because I
was
love.
like, really? That's how Randy's gonna fucking go?
Yep, and that's how I felt. I was like, no, you got to keep bringing him back. Like because in my head I'm like, oh, he survives. He survives.
That's what I thought too.
And then they showed him, and I'm like, oh, he's not coming back from that.
But he does have a fucking hot niece and nephew, so
we'll get there.
It's fine. He has a good stand-in.
Yes. And I can't wait to get to that. But yeah, I do like in this movie where they did bring him back where he left the tape because he's the only one in on this and everyone just thinks he's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, no, listen to me. This is just standard. They're following the horror 101. Come on.
Mm-hmm. I really like the scene that they have in the classroom where they're talking about sequels and just doing impressions, and I feel like it goes on for kind of a long time, and it's like, okay, this is the Scream sequel, and we're just gonna spend like 5-10 minutes talking about random sequels. I just really liked that part.
It's probably I wonder if there's something, if they were honing in on something there, trying to like, here's all the
They'll
things.
give you some clues.
Yeah, or like there's like some cliches or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and as I said in the last one, Randy looks 35 years old, so does Sydney's boyfriend. So she's in college now, by the way.
That's how these movies work, you know. They start off in high school, then the sequel, they're in college.
Yep.
Just like American Pie. We haven't mentioned her yet, but Courtney Cox is in all these movies playing Gail Weathers.
Yes. She's great.
And yeah,
everyone applauded when she came out in 7 in my theater.
You know, I think everyone got excited in ours too. I don't remember. I just know it was a relief because of, you know, again, we'll get there, but that scene was a relief for me. But then it was just, I'm like, oh, this is what we're doing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, this is what we're doing. All right.
Dumb. So in this movie, So we have Stab coming out. We have another kind of weird meta thing where the media is talking about if violence in movies causes violence in real life. We also have Sydney is in a play in this one, I believe, if I'm not confusing it. Yes,
Yeah,
Sydney's in a
yeah, yeah,
play in
yeah.
this one. Um, and oh wait. No, okay. I'm jumping ahead to 3 where there's a fucking setup of the Mocker house, but that's not till the next one. 2, she's just in some random play, and that's where everything kind of ends up happening. They have their main confrontation with Ghostface, and yeah, it is revealed that the killer is Billy Loomis's mom and this other film bitch that I can't remember his name.
Irrelevant.
Yeah, he's just like, "Oh, I just wanted to, like, do this right," or what. The one thing that that I like and dislike about when we get the killer reveal, I feel like it's always kind of a weak story. You know, they're just like, "Well, like, Sydney's mom was a fucking whore, and, like, that affected me kind of, so, like, I'm just gonna blame it on Sydney's mom, and, you know, that's why I had to kill. I had to kill lots of people 'cause of her whore-ass mom."
Hello? Hello? Okay, sorry about that. But we were talking about Sydney's mom being a whore, right?
Yeah,
She
yeah, I feel
sucks.
like everything in the franchise just comes back to that, but, like, fucking men are never held accountable. Like, fucking Billy Loomis's dad that she had an affair with or whatever, like, he never gets mentioned.
That's true. That is very true. And
You know, his mom leaves, but we're like, what about the dad?
I'm trying to think, didn't something come up where, like, in one of the movies where Sydney's mom is actually, like, was actually the bad person in all of this? Or was this the one?
So in 3, that's where we learn that she had an affair with somebody and had, like, an illegitimate son that she left, and then she, like,
That's right.
restarted her life and had Sydney and all of that. So, spoiler alert, the killer in 3 is Sydney's half-brother that
That's right. That's right. That she didn't know about.
yeah, and again, like, what about the dad in that situation? He's like, "My fucking mom!" Well, like, what about your dad? Was your dad a dick to her and that's why she left? Like, what why are the men never held accountable in any of these situations?
Sounds like Wes Craven has some mommy issues, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, and then in part 3, there's only one killer, right? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is the only singular killer.
Yeah, it's the only one with one killer, I believe.
Yes, that sounds right. I did like in 7 where they had the little map of everybody. I should have taken a picture of that before we started recording, but, yeah, so 3, um before seeing 7, 3 was at the bottom of my list. Didn't really care for it. Now, it's probably second to last in my ranking, 'cause yeah, we'll get to that, but 7 blows.
Yep. Yep.
Um, I loved Parker Posey in 3, so if you haven't seen it by chance, they're back making another Stab movie, and I feel like the Stab movies, at some point, they don't coincide with, like, the number Scream that we're on, if that makes sense. So, like, at some point, like, say we have Stab 5, but we're on Scream 6 or, you know, whatever, vice versa. Um
Well, I think because in this world, that version of Stab, they try to release one every year, rather than this is like
Mm.
set multiple years. Maybe that's how you can gauge
Oh,
how many years in
gotcha.
between.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Because
Good point.
it's kind of again making fun of itself how they just keep making these movies.
Mhm. Yeah, so Sydney's out of college now. She's kinda decided that she's going to hide away. She has a cute little dog. Um, and the Stab movie is getting made. Um, I'm trying to remember how the killing starts in this one. Oh, I think this is the one where it starts out where there's 2 girls watching a Stab movie, and then Ghostface comes in, kills them, but then you realize that those girls were watching a movie of that, and then the second set of girls gets killed,
Oh yeah,
and then you're like, "Oh shit, both of these girls were watching a Stab movie."
movie within
And
a
then I guess
movie.
the final set gets killed, like, in real life in the Scream universe, not
Yeah.
in the Stab universe.
So I'm
I
looking.
I did think that was kind of a cool opening, I liked that one.
Yeah, I remember liking that one too because it was that it just kind of kept going. Didn't they make fun of that one in Scary Movie? One of the Scary Movies.
Not sure, I've only seen a couple of them, but I'm not
Oh, okay.
that.
I'm looking at the cast right now, and I forgot Patrick Dempsey was in this because I feel like
Oh.
he was one of the cops, and I think the whole time
Mm.
they kept alluding that he was the killer.
Ah.
I think, and there is another guy in this, and I am blanking on what his name is. Oh, Josh Pace, Josh Pike. I don't know. He was like the partner of Patrick Dempsey's character, the 2 cops in this movie. He's the shorter
Mm.
one. He's the voice of Raphael from the 90s Ninja Turtles movie. Because I was watching Scream
Huh.
2 and I heard him off screen talking. No, I heard him talking and I was looking away. And I heard his voice. I was like, what the fuck? And I look over. And I'm like, hold on. And I looked it up. I'm like, that's him? Crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I don't remember what. Oh, Kevin Smith was in this. Jay and Silent Bob was in
Oh,
this.
yeah! They have a super quick cameo. They're on, like, the lot outside of the studio, and they talk shit to somebody. Can't remember who.
I love that
Yeah,
it.
it's really
I
fast.
love that it's them in character, right?
Oh, yep.
I love that their characters exist in the Scream universe.
Oh, yeah.
What if that
Yeah.
crossed over with Jay and Silent Bob Straight Back?
Oh. Very
I might
well
have to look that
could.
up.
Very well could. Oh, and I'm gonna correct myself. They're in the middle of making Stab 3 Return to Woodsboro in Scream 3.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So, right
yeah.
now, it lines up.
And then the whole
Um
the whole thing when they're on the fake set kind of messes with Sydney, right? Makes her feel like she's back.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. And that's where a big part of the ending takes place, right?
No, 'cause in 3, in the director's house.
Oh
Let me
yeah, at the end. That's right. That's right. I forgot at the end. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember because they get all locked in, I think, right? Doesn't it
Yes.
become kind of like Clue because people keep dropping off? Or am I
Yeah, they're
misremembering?
like,
Okay.
"I'll be back," which is one
Yeah.
of the rules that our patron saint of horror, Randy, established. You never say, "I'll be back," because you won't be.
Yeah. R.I.P. R.I.P. my boy.
RIP. Oh, I feel like one thing you would like about this one is, fucking confident Hollywood Dewey.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, he's an advisor for the Stab movies, and he's dating Parker Posey, who, plays Gale in the Stab movies.
Okay. Didn't is she the one that gets blown up? Didn't there someone who gets blown up out of a house or some shit?
That sounds right.
Okay, I think it's the. Yeah, I don't remember. Anyway,
Uh, Courtney Cox has some very. What'd you find?
we'll get there in a second. I'll let you do. Yeah, I was about to bring up
The
Courtney
bang
Cox too.
issue.
Yeah, I
Courtney
refuse.
Cox has a very interesting haircut in this. So I actually saw a clip of them talking about it the other day. So apparently it was David Arquette's idea, and she kind of changes her look for every movie. She's a reporter, she's
This was
probably
when they
got
were
a
married, right?
they get engaged at the end of 3.
No, I
'Cause
mean in
they're
real
sit
life.
Oh, actually, I don't know
Okay,
their
okay.
timeline of yeah. So David Arquette had said, "Hey, you should cut your bangs short, and it can be kind of like a cute little like pinup girl thing. And do like a Betty Page bang." I don't know if her hair type won't work with that, or whoever cut them didn't know what they were doing, but they look really awkward. And I'm not gonna say I've never had awkward hair, but like I'm a regular person. I'm really surprised that they let her weird bangs go through the movie?
Yeah,
It's very strange.
I don't know, man. That's one of my biggest things with this movie is I can't look at her hair. I'm like, this is
You're
so
like, "Your
fucking
bangs!"
bad. Also, this movie's just bad.
You know, at first, I was like, "Yeah, I don't really like it," but I'm looking back a little more fondly on it now,
So it's
all things considered.
okay. So this is where that line comes for me, where the horror comedy bad movie, me not liking it, me not. It's a fun movie,
Mhm.
but coming from story stance where you like it's got that good mix of you're really into it and then you're also having fun. This one was just like the whole time like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. This is just so over the top. It didn't take itself serious like the other ones did. This one just kind of leaned more into like, yeah, this is ridiculous. We
Mhm.
know it. Let's just kind
Oh.
of be goofy. I feel like, but the face I was making was I saw this one chick down here and I saw her name in the movie and she shows up in part 5 and it
Mm.
blew my fucking mind because I didn't realize she was a character in one of these movies. But she plays Martha Meeks, which is Randy's sister.
Oh, Heather Matarazzo or whatever.
Yeah,
I love her.
I did not realize. For those listening, she is somebody that you've definitely seen her and stuff. She's
Princess
never.
Diaries.
Yeah. She's the friend, right?
Yeah.
She never has like a main role. She's always like a side character.
Actually, in Welcome to the Dollhouse, it's this goofy movie that came out in the early 90s.
Oh,
She is a main character.
oh,
She's a kid.
interesting.
Dawn Wiener. Definitely watch it if you haven't.
Okay, I remember seeing this movie. Wow, she has looked the exact same since she was a kid.
Yeah.
Not trying to be mean or anything, but
No, yeah, she's
she's got
she
an
looks the
interesting
same.
look about her.
Mhm.
She was in Sorority Boys, which was that movie I was trying to think of on an episode
Oh,
with
yeah.
the 3 guys who dress up as women, and I'm like, I don't think that would
Mhm.
hold up nowadays. She was also in Hostel too.
Oh, okay. I like her.
Yep, me too. She's one of those
Oh.
actresses that pops up in everything. So I mean,
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, so we revealed who that is, right?
Mm.
Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, confirmed. I just realized she's had a stroke. I'm sorry. She shares a last name with Gatton Matazzaro, Zaro, whatever, from Stranger Things. The
Oh,
kid who wears the hat. They share the same
okay.
last name, but they're not related. Just
Ah,
happenstance. I'm like, okay. Anyway, continue. 3.
okay.
So far, my ranking is 1, 2, 3.
Yes. I agree. Actually, I really like 2. I thought it was good. So yeah. Right now, 1, 2, 3. So 4, we are starting out. It is the 15th anniversary of the original Woodsboro murders. We have 2 high school students that are killed by Ghostface, And within that time frame, Sydney has returned to Woodsboro to promote her self-help book that is coming out. Um, Someone plants evidence in her truck, or her rental car, so it looks like she's the killer, and now she's a prime suspect, so she can't leave. Um, she is staying with her niece. I guess it's not her. No, I guess it has to be her sister, right? Ev Campbell's sister,
It would
because
have to
she wasn't.
be.
Yeah, because she wasn't married at this time, so she wouldn't have a niece through marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I love the actress that plays her.
Hmm.
She's in American Horror Story.
Oh, okay. She's playing with. She's playing. Oh my god. In Scream 4, Sidney Prescott stays with her aunt Kate Roberts.
Oh, her aunt. Okay.
Yes.
So I guess that would be like her second cousin or whatever.
Yeah, and then her cousin Jill Roberts, which is played by Emma Roberts.
Ah, perfect. She's great. I like her. She's in American Horror Story.
Yeah, she's been in a lot of other stuff too. She was in We're the Millers. Oh, that's right. She was in Madam Web. Gross. Terrible movie. God awful fucking movie. Although I didn't leave hating that one. I just laughed at that one the whole time. 10% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's how bad that
Oh
movie is.
gosh. Dang.
Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. So, her cousin is in high school. So we have high school kids getting killed. She's friends with a girl named Kirby, who we will see more of in the future.
Also had a crush on her growing up. Hayden Panettiere, what's up?
And then we're also seeing Gail, who is now married to Dewey because they got engaged at the end of 3.
And has better hair.
And yes, things have greatly improved for Gail. She is married to Dewey, and Dewey is like the head piggy. I don't remember. He's like a sheriff or
He's a
what.
head
He's the head
piggy.
pig of the town. I don't know. So when stuff starts happening, Gail is wanting to work with Dewey to help solve the murders, but he's like, no, I'm a pig now. I gotta fucking take care of this by pig procedures. So that creates tension with them. And then we have let's see. Mary Shelton, she plays Deputy Judy Hicks, which is kind of Dewey's right-hand woman. Maybe kind of flirts with him, it seems like.
Yeah.
So Gail hates her.
Real fast.
Huh?
I remember her character from this movie, but when we get to another one, a later movie when she shows up, my brain had to process because again, it'd been so long since I watched these movies, and I
Oh.
was like, wait,
Mhm.
she looks like Dewey's sister, and I'm like, she just looked like her if she's older, and that's how my brain remembered. I'm like, wait, didn't she die in the first one though? And I'm over here just trying to
Yeah.
figure it out. I'm like, oh no, the cop from part 4. Okay.
That's what I did with Kirby in 6. I was like, who the fuck is that? I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah, so Judy, I had recently watched Valentine, and she's in that movie too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's in that. She's the one that we talked about that was in Sugar and Spice, the movie where
Oh,
she gets
yeah,
pregnant
yeah.
and then the cheerleaders rob the grocery store bank.
There are a lot of actors in this movie that I completely forgot. Oh, wait, no. That's why. Okay, they're not in the movie. They're just in the beginning. Okay. I saw Anna Paquin is in this, and so is Kristen Bell. And
Oh, Kristen Bell's in this?
yeah,
I
she's
totally
one of the
missed
girls in the
that.
beginning, I think, in the fake movie.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're totally good. Yeah, so basically they're trying to figure out who the killer is to kind of clear Sydney. Um We also have, like, film students again, but they're in high school this time, and they're trying to analyze what's gonna happen. Since the anniversary is coming up or slash has happened, I can't remember, uh, the kids throw a Stab-a-thon party, which looks like the fucking coolest party ever. They're in this barn, and they have all these seats set up, and they're watching the movie, and they're throwing popcorn at the screen, and they're having a great time.
Just like people used to do back in the day, throw popcorn at the
Yes.
screen.
All I wanna do is throw popcorn at the screen. Yeah, well, I could, but I don't want to. But I want to. So, yeah, of course, people get killed at the Stab-a-thon. Time goes on, and we end up well, maybe I should leave this one not spoiler. I don't know. What do you think?
Um, you don't have to. I mean, we can leave it not spoiler because I still need to finish this one. It's like,
Oh, okay.
even though I know who the killer is,
Uh-huh.
I've seen it a long time ago, but like I just don't remember. I just don't know how that person ties into everything. You know how like every
Mhm.
killer's like connected somehow. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Well,
but
then I'll stop there. But
yeah, the killer's are revealed when the movie ends.
yeah, pretty much. And then, Sydney's like, "Okay, I'm safe again for 1 to 2 years," or whatever. I know my mom's a whore, everybody. I understand. Understand.
Let's see, and yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I feel like we're very ill prepared for this. No, no,
I
no, no.
know, I was like, "I'm gonna remember everything." No. So
Yeah,
much.
because we were supposed to record this last week and then just didn't get to it. You guys saw the episode was delayed. It doesn't matter. But yeah, so that is part 4, right?
Yes.
And a lot of people, if I remember correctly. Oh, okay. Wow, they're putting that on this list. That should be irrelevant. A lot of people, I remember not liking this one that much. They liked it, but
Oh,
it
really?
didn't do that well. Yeah. So
Mm.
as of right now, I'm going to go through the rankings on IMDb.
Mhm.
So still with me with these movies, from what I can remember, it's 1, 2, 4, 3. 3 just keeps
Yeah.
notching its way
Me
down to
too.
the bottom. Uh,
You mean 3?
what did I
3's
say?
notching its way down
Yeah,
to the
3,
bottom?
3, 3. Yeah. But on IMDb, Scream 2 is number 1 with 83% on Rotten
Oh, okay.
Tomatoes. Scream is 78%. It's number 2. And then Scream 6 is number 3 with 77%, which is really weird because I've seen nothing but people shitting on 6. So
Mm.
5 Cream is number 4 with 76%. And then for some reason, I completely fucking forgot about this, but the Scream TV show that was on MTV,
Oh, I never saw that.
completely not even canon to the series. Like, and
Mm.
then apparently by the 3rd season, when I was looking up, it completely rebooted itself. It wasn't even connected to the previous 2. I don't know. The mask's different. Oh, stupid. I'm going to skip this. So technically number 5 on this list would be Scream 4 with 61%. Scream 3 with 45% for number 6. And then number 7 is 31%. Scream 7. So you see where this is going. You see where this is trending. But yeah.
Yeah. So, I liked 5 Cream. I thought it was good. I liked how they rebooted it. We have let's see here. We get Randy's hot niece and nephew. They're fraternal twins.
Yeah.
And I can't remember their names because I'm horrible at that.
I
But
I remembered them and then I can't remember them. All I can remember is Meeks.
oh,
But the reveal of who they're related to made me so fucking happy. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, and then the fact that it's like,
Mhm.
like they're him. And they lean into like,
Mhm.
oh, okay, this is the
Yeah.
reboots version of him. And
Especially Denise.
and I like how these movies, like how part 5 kind of like the teenagers were following their kids related to people from the past movies. I like that kind of shit.
Mhm.
And I like that it plays into that kind of trope and stuff. I do have some notes on this one, and this was
Oh,
up
awesome.
until I stopped. Did I finish it? Okay, yeah, I actually did finish this one.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll let you take the reins then.
Okay. I'm just gonna go down my notes here. No plot points, it's just my reactions to
Okay.
things. And I'm gonna try to remember off the top of my head. The beginning with Jenna Ortega in the house. That shit was intense. And then when this one started and stuff, and she started getting stabbed and everything, it was like I was like, oh my God, they went all out on this. They're kind of like, it's not as silly. It kind of went back to the
Yeah.
tone of the first movie where it's treating it as a horror
For
movie,
sure.
but also still being a satire because of some of the dialogue she says. And it fucking cracked me up. And these are notes I wrote specifically for Alyssa.
I
Number
know what
one,
you're gonna say.
I was like, fucking elevated horror.
Yeah, when I heard that, I was like, yeah.
And I was
The
like,
Babadook. I'm like, whose fucking favorite movie is The Babadook, bitch? What the fuck? I mean, it's fine, but
my note number 2 is lists off every mid-ass A24 movie she knows.
do you remember what else she says?
I think she mentions Hereditary and The Witch.
Oh, yeah, she does. Yes.
And I want to say there's a couple of different ones, but when she did that, I laughed so hard. I was like, this is great.
Oh,
I like
man.
this.
Yep.
And then after all that happens, it cuts to the high school, I think, and there's some like she gets stabbed, but she ends up living.
Mhm.
But they cut to the high school and they play music and they're all kind of just sitting outside hanging out like actual teenagers. And they're playing
Like
music.
playing hacky sack in the
Yeah.
courtyard and like shit like that.
And even
yeah.
though it's set in like the now times, modern
Mhm.
day, it still has that real kind of
Does,
authentic
yeah.
vibe, even with the music playing in the background. It's not 90s, but it's close to it. It just, I don't know. I wrote down, I like that they capture the kind of 90 vibes of the original film, even though, it's set now. And then we meet Jenna Ortega's sister, and you find out that she's the daughter of Billy Loomis. And when I saw that, I
And
was
that
just,
was revealed. I was like, yeah.
yeah, I was like, oh, this is where we're going.
Yeah.
And she's kind of crazy apparently and sees her dad and kind of talks to him, kind of like how Dexter talks to his dad. Is Billy Loomis her dark passenger?
Oh.
Cue Dexter theme. Anyway, I put on here, I was
ring,
like,
ring, bitch. Just
ring,
the
ring.
name.
I put on here, the Billy Loomis daughter twist is crazy.
Yeah, great. I was like, man, they are really rebooting this in an awesome fucking way.
Yeah. And
Like, I'm all in.
remember, there's no spoilers or anything like this, but going forward, but I did think that I was really hoping that Jack Quaid was Stu's kid, and I thought I was hoping that was the route they'd be going because he's got the same kind of vibe, but he wasn't his kid, so get that out of your brain when you watch this. But he's Jack Quaid. I fucking love Jack Quaid. I just hate that his dad and his uncle fucking suck. Dennis Quaid and
Yeah.
Randy Quaid sucks. And then we get to see Dewey because they go and visit him to try to get him to come help. Again, there's a lot of stuff I'm, leaving out here in between. Just Ghostface is back pretty much. But I was like, I love that Dewey has his own theme. And then right after this is when you find out that the twins are related to Randy. I was like, holy shit, the twins are related to Randy? He was my favorite character. Because it cuts to them at their house showing, I think, the older sister the painting of him or his graduation picture. And they're like, yeah, that's your Uncle Randy, blah, blah, blah. And then his sister's there, which is the chick we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, Heather, whatever.
And then this is where they're talking about that, guys, we're in a requel. And they're like, what is a requel?
I love that requel.
they're like, it's a sequel, but it's a reboot of the original franchise, but it's a continuation. And I'm like, yeah. And these two characters, and again, the way that they wrote the characters in this one is just like, was perfect. Because again, everything that they're saying is just ridiculous, but it feels naturally ridiculous. And it just kind of, I can't explain what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
It's not cringy. It's like, okay. But I just like the whole meta kind of shit. And then I want to say the niece twin, the female twin, the girl twin, she mentioned elevated. She looked up, she mentioned elevated horror at some point. I was like, God damn it. And as I'm typing second, she does it again. So I'm like, God damn it, second and third time mentioning elevated horror.
Oh man, I love them. Whenever I first saw this one, I was like, oh my god, it's the love interest from Hard Eyes.
Yes. The whole time watching this, I'm like, where the fuck is this guy from? Where do I know him from? And then it hit me. I was like, Hard Eyes. He's really good in this movie.
He is. He's Cuba Gooding Jr.'s son.
Really?
Mason Gooding. Yeah, Mason Gooding is his name. Mm-hmm.
Good actor.
Yeah. Little cutie for sure.
So this whole scene, they're talking about reboots and remakes, and my other note is this movie is scary eerily to our most recent episodes talking about remakes and reboots, or as they put it, requels. Which I do like requels, as long as you could do it right, which I'm going to say now, like, we're not even done talking about it yet, but Scream 5, fucking, my number 15 when credits rolled. Man, I fucking loved this movie. I know I'm jumping ahead, but I'm telling you, like, I was sold. I was like, this is great.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It also stars the kid from that Netflix show about the girl who kills herself and they all listen to tapes and stuff.
Reasons Why.
Yeah. See, I was going to say that. I just didn't want to be wrong. But it stars that kid.
Me too. I was like, I'm just going to go for it.
That is the cop's, what's her name from the last movie? Judy.
Judy.
It's revealed that he is Judy's son. But yeah, then I was like, I love how nonstop this movie is from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
Because this movie does start and it doesn't stop. Like, it doesn't take long for the next kill. It doesn't linger around or anything. And then my next note is, and we're going to try to stay away from spoilers for this one as well. I'm not going to name like names or anything, but I was like, in broad fucking daylight, like someone gets killed in broad, like just right there. And I'm like, they don't fucking care in this movie. I love this.
I was surprised. Yeah. I was like, oh no, like they're going to come back and it didn't actually happen.
Yep.
It did.
And so a thing I would like to add is what I like about 1, 2, I'll be honest, I don't remember much of 4, but 1, 2, and 5 specifically is you care about all the characters. Like, you legitimately care about them. Rather, I think in 3,
that's true.
A lot of the characters were written as like fodder, and I'm like, I don't care. You can tell how they were written. But then I was like,
G just walked in trying to be discreet and it scared the shit out of me. Because I look over and he's like,
you just hear a voice from behind the wall.
Oh my God.
Hello, Alyssa.
Ooh, okay, let me get my heart rate down.
My next note is Courtney Cox needs to lay off the plastic surgery. I texted Alyssa this while I was watching it. And I'm not trying to be mean, but like, she really does look like Other Mother from Coraline.
Yeah, I feel like in 6 somehow it's better. Like, I don't know if they changed some stuff, but yeah, 5 I was like,
I found out. Sandy, I was
Okay.
telling Sandy about this, and she said, yeah, she actually like came out and was just like, yeah, I really need to chill out with the plastic surgery. So she's been working on like trying to get her back to looking natural. So that's why as the movies go on, she
Oh,
starts to
okay.
look less like that. But this one,
Gotcha.
like,
Yeah, that one was jarring.
it was, her face was so tight, and I was just like, whoa,
Yeah.
it was hard to look at.
Yeah, like, just look like you're aging. That's way better than what's going on.
And then this right here, the next line is like, I was just, I kind of had a feeling I knew who the killers were. One of them I was suspicious of. The other one I
Mm.
was just like, yeah, that person is. And I was right. And then I'm like, I like how they still managed to make the movie meta and still reference all the other movies. Still, they're
Mhm.
all connected. And that was my take on this movie, ending with, man, I fucking love this movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this one too. What's your rating at this point? As
One.
far as, like
One
okay, so 5 would be
would be my number one,
5
yes.
cream, and then 1, 2, or 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I really like this movie. Like I said, like I was in, like, it got me re-stoked on the series,
Yeah, for sure. I kinda felt the same way because I watched all of them pretty quickly, and by 4, I was like, "Man, I shoulda given more time in between, like, I'm getting a little burned out."
That's what
And
happened to
when I
me watching
watched
4 and why I never
Yeah,
got
when I
back to
watched
it.
5, I was like, "Okay, I'm back in."
Yeah. But that's awesome. So, where do you rate it?
I don't know, maybe, like, original, this one, 2, 4, 3, probably.
2, 4, 3. Okay. So
Yeah.
1, 5, 2, 4, 3.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Hmm.
I just the first one, I don't there's just something special about it,
Oh,
those,
I
like,
get it.
90s
It's the
teen
original,
slashers,
yeah.
yeah.
And I mean, and honestly, every time I name the list, like 2, I keep wanting to swap it with 1 because I don't know, I like them both. I just like them both equally.
Mhm.
They can flip flop, but number 1 right now is 5 just because
Yeah.
of like where my hype levels was with
Oh, that's
this.
fair, yeah.
Yeah. Uh something I was gonna say. Oh, I do want to say this. Can they please stop fucking rebooting movies and then just retitling them the same thing as the first one? Because now when you
Yeah.
talk about it, like with this, everybody,
Scream! 2022!
yeah, with this one, at least everyone just says Scream 5, even though it's not titled
Yeah.
that. But I like
Yeah.
to say 5 Cream because, reference to another
Mhm.
episode. But it's like Halloween. You're like, Halloween, oh, which one? Halloween 2018. And that's literally how everyone talks about it. Halloween 2018.
Mm. Yeah,
And I'm just like, why'd y'all do that? The whole
I
trilogy
agree.
needs to go away anyway. But anyway, let's continue.
Um, so
Oh, wait. No, wait, never mind. We're leaving out spoilers. Never mind. Okay, continue.
okay. So then we're moving on to 6. Um, I don't have anything written down about this one. I saw this one in theater, um, so prior to me watching all of them, I'd seen 1 and I had seen 6 because my sister wanted to see it, and I was like, "Well, it's a slasher, I'm sure I'll enjoy it even if I don't know the whole backstory." So, yeah, I came in at a weird time, but it all makes sense now that I've watched all of them through.
Yeah, I think all of them you can kind of just watch on their own without
Yeah,
watching the
it's
others,
not
except for 6, because 6 is literally like a direct sequel to 5. Like, it's not even, what is it, like 6 months later? Or like a year?
actually, I don't remember. I mean, it's enough time to where they enrolled in college and moved
Yeah.
across the country, so maybe there's a little bit of time, but, seeing it in theater, like, my sister kinda told me stuff before we went, but, I mean, I still enjoyed it, like, yeah, I didn't like, with the killer reveal, I was like, "Okay, I don't really get that," but, I mean, the rest of it, I thought it was fine.
So I really like Stream 6. The idea of them being in New York was really cool, and then seeing him with a
Mhm.
shotgun was fucking
Yeah.
terrifying.
Oh man, the convenience store scene is scary.
And this movie has some brutal fucking kills too. Like when Homeboy opens the refrigerator,
Yeah.
I was
that
like,
surprising.
yo. Also the constant like twists and turns. So I'm gonna get to how I finished this movie, because this movie took me
Oh gosh.
2 days to watch. Okay. No. Yeah, 2 days. 2 days. So I started this one right after I finished 5, and when I turned it off, I still had an hour and a half left because this movie's 2 hours long. But my notes before I left off were film studies. Crazy. Who knew? When you watch this movie, you know what I'm talking about. It's just at the beginning, they kind of go back to the film studies thing. And I was like, ooh, killer reveal right away? Nice. And then I'm like, oh, fuck, a shrine? And I was like, subvert expectations. And then I said, what I said a few minutes ago was, God damn, they've gotten fucking brutal with these kills. And then I said, I thought homie with the fishing hat was Evan Peters. That man's been 16 and 28 for years.
Yeah.
And then I said, they're watching
16 and 28.
They're watching the new, and I'm now noticing the most. I don't know what the fuck I meant by they're watching the new.
Did you mean to say news?
They're
Because they do watch the news in this one. I feel like they make a point to be like, this is what's happening.
I think so. Maybe that's what it was. They're watching the news, and I'm now noticing that the most recent Final Destination took notes from this movie for everyone to be in on what's going on. About how they're all like everyone like, oh, that's what it was. They were watching the news, and they were all in like the apartment, and they all kind of grouped together. You know, the Jenna Ortega and her sister from the first one, and then the two twins, and then like their new group of friends. But they're all like getting them in on it, explaining to them like, hey, this is how this works. You know, you're the new guy. We don't trust you, and blah, blah, blah. How do we know you? All that kind of shit. And it's just like how in Final Destination, where everyone just was like, all right, we believe it. So they're all at their house. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I just thought that was really cool. And then I was like, Ghostface with a gun? Sick.
Oh, yeah.
And then this part, I was about to say, why are they mad at Gail? But then they immediately said it. And then that's where my notes left off. Then the next day, I tried my best to finish this movie, and I was like, fuck it. I was supposed to meet up with my friends to go eat with Dick Rash, his wife, and our new drummer and his wife. And I was like, actually, guys, I'm going to go sit in the parking lot and watch this on my phone. I still had like an hour left somehow.
Oh, man.
Or like 45. I don't know. I had a while left. So I'm walking into the theater, watching it on my phone, ordering everything, sit down, watch the movie. The fucking movie starts. At this point, it's like Screamception. I'm watching 6 as 7's happening on the screen.
Oh, my God. How long did that happen for?
Maybe about the first 20 minutes of the movie. But I was like looking up.
Holy shit!
I was looking up and down though, you know, like
20 minutes? Well, the opening to 7 sucks, so it doesn't really matter.
But the thing with that is that's like the only cool part of the movie. But we'll get there. But then the reveals come, which I want to go back and rewatch 6 because again, it was like really loud, and I had one earbud in and one out so I could hear the movie, and I thought it was real cool. I thought it was cool to see Hayden Panettiere show back up. I thought the warehouse thing was really cool.
Yeah, I like the warehouse.
Which is what I was hoping 7 was going to lead into, but it didn't. But whatever. I like 6. 6 also has kind of a twist on the killers. So I thought that was really cool. And the writing was just good in it. I loved the filming of this one. This one just felt really cinematic. It was shot different. And I found out that the guys who I think wrote and directed this or directed it were the dudes who did Abigail.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, okay,
That's
I see
cool.
why I like this so much. But I like 6. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I actually haven't finished 6 because I was like you. I had maybe like 45 minutes left. And I was going to meet up with my friend Matthew and his friend Matt that I was meeting for the first time. So had a double mat showing. Well, I watched the showing with double mats, I should say. And they're like super into the franchise. So I was like, hey, can y'all just refresh me on this? And when I first got over to Matthews, they were watching a monologue from I think 3. So like it was fresh in their minds. So they were able to kind of catch me up and I didn't want to tell you spoilers. Like I feel kind of bad that I didn't say anything because honestly, I could have been like, dude, just don't even finish 6 right now. Like, just enjoy it at home at a leisurely pace because this
Yeah,
isn't necessarily a spoiler, but yeah, it doesn't fucking matter. You can just watch 7. Like, just watch 7 on its own if you want. It barely ties in.
and that
Very
makes me
lazy
so mad
writing.
because the only reason I was so adamant about finishing these was because when I looked it up, I was like, do I have to watch 5 and 6 to watch 7? And people were like, I think it'd be a good idea to watch because,
That
it's all the
no, it doesn't fucking
references.
matter.
And no, it does not. Because it would not have made
And
me like this movie anymore.
I almost said something, but I was like, no, he really doesn't like spoilers, so I don't even want to chance it. So I'm just not gonna say
I
anything.
appreciate
But
you, I appreciate you being
I
mindful of
thought
that,
about it.
but I mean, like, I
I
get it.
considered it.
The comedy of 7, of my messages after the fact, or even during the movie. We're gonna get there, I promise. And then we're gonna then we'll cut the episode because I realize this is a long one, guys. This one is a long one. Thank you for being patient with us.
Well, we can cut out some of my recaps because I was just kind of rambling, and it
No,
doesn't really
we'll
matter.
just keep it all. It's fine. I don't mind. But yeah. So, did you say your thoughts on
6.
6? Yeah. Sorry.
I don't. I'm not gonna put it in my ranking yet or say my final thoughts because I feel like I need to go back and watch the end for myself because I haven't seen the end since I saw it in theater, and I don't. Even though I know what happens, I just want to watch it again.
I gotcha. Yeah,
Or,
and I
the
want to
last
watch it
hour.
here on the TV, and,
Mm,
comfortably, not via my earbuds in a loud ass
mhm.
theater. Uh, so next we're gonna talk about part 7. Okay. Oh man, just like the beginning of our episode says, this one's a doozy. Uh my favorite thing about this movie was the Scary Movie 6 trailer before it.
Which I didn't even get, and I didn't know why we didn't get it, but D-Rock pointed out, we went to technically a what's it called? Like a
The,
pre-showing or
yeah,
whatever.
the
We
early
saw it
showing, yeah.
yeah, we saw an early release, I guess. We saw it before
Yeah, early
the actual
release.
day it came out. So, we didn't get the Scream 7 trailer, which sucked. It's really funny.
Yeah.
I'm glad you reminded me and sent it to me yesterday
Also
because it was
problem,
good.
yeah. I was waiting for it to drop. I'm like, I'm gonna send this to her as soon as it hits because I know she's gonna want to see it. It's so funny. But
Yeah, I'm excited.
then Scream 7 started. And the first 15 minutes, I thought I liked the beginning. I liked the first 15 minutes compared to the rest of the movie, I guess. The kill was really cool. It's in the trailer, so this isn't spoilers at all. And even like I don't fucking care if we spoil this one. I do not give a shit. Or we could just be vague because we'll know what we're talking about. But
We'll be vague because
yeah.
some people might like it. Honestly, I didn't think you were gonna hate it like you do. I was pretty surprised. I haven't heard you like hate something like this before.
Oh, yes. I did. This movie has made me now want to make a list of like Derek's hate watch list because I've got, I've mentioned a handful of those movies already, like with The Predator. Because after every movie, Corey goes, well, Dick Rash is like, would you rather watch this or The Predator? And I'm like, I don't know, man. This one's a toughie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So first 15 minutes is cool. The kill where she falls over the balcony and Ghostface rolls
Yeah.
over and just sticks up the knife. I mean, it's in the trailer. They just
Is that, yeah,
they fucking
the
give it
whole
away.
thing is essentially in the trailer,
Yeah.
which is annoying. Like, okay.
And then the rest of the movie starts. And this goes into, I'm terrible at explaining myself, okay? I've said this thousands of times, but there's things I pick up on in movies, the way movies are shot, the way things are filmed. They just feel cheap to me, or the way some things are filmed, I could just already tell how it's going to be, and the way characters are dressed and written and just the way they are. Every character in this, every person, trying to figure out how to word this. Everyone in this movie was a character. They were not a person. Like their personalities. Oh, here's this checkbox character here. We're gonna here's another character.
Here's timid. Here's law enforcement.
Yeah.
Here's
here's blonde hair girl. Here's other girl who's kind of artsy and whatever. And here's fucking knockoff blonde haired square guy jaw number 3 from some obscure thing you've seen. And that's another thing. When you start watching a movie and they've got actors in it you've seen, but they've never been in anything really big. And when they have like bigger roles in something, that's when I'm like, oh no, I see where this is going. They couldn't afford the actual version of that person, so they got.
So can I interject with why this one's different real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. So going into 7, as I watched basically all of these recently. I didn't know anything about 7. I'd seen the trailer, hadn't read anything about it. So, as it's getting time to watch it, I'm realizing like, oh, Melissa Barrera, who plays Billy Loomis's daughter, and Jenna Ortega, they're not fucking in this one. And I'm like, why? So I find out that Melissa Barrera was fired over some social media posts about her being pro-Palestine. I'm like, how do you get fucking fired for that? Like, I don't know the details. I need to read a little bit more about it, but I'm like, she's a human being. Like, she's not allowed to express her opinions about things. So she got fucking fired, which I'm like, that's insane because she's your franchise now. Like, stories about her and her sister. Well,
like
then
Sidney Prescott handed it over to her in what, 6 when she on the phone? Like, or was it 5? And one of them, she it's pretty much about them. Like you said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no, you're good. But yeah, then Jenna Ortega, she decides to leave the production because she's like, hey, this is fucking horse shit.
Yeah.
And so they're not fucking in it, which is insane because 5 and 6 are about them.
Yep.
It's their movie, essentially.
See, and I was going to get to this, and that was something where I was going to say about this movie was the biggest issue with it is you can tell that it was fucking shit out so fast.
It's a sloppy rewrite.
Yep.
They're like, oh, God, we're already committed. Maybe we don't want to push the release dates. We're going to have to do some fucking bullshit.
And the only reason...
Some fucking bullshit.
And the only reason they have Neve Campbell in it was because they could afford her now, I think.
Oh.
Because she didn't... It had something to do with the pay of part 6, why she didn't want to be in it. And I think it's...
Oh, okay.
I think it's because the pay wasn't fair. And she didn't want anything to do with it. And I guess they roped her back in with this. Was like, hey, we could pay you.
You're saving money because these 2 main characters are gone.
And you want to know what's frustrating? Even
What's
more?
that?
This was the most expensive one. This had the highest budget of all of them.
For what?
Exactly. So, back to like what Alyssa was saying about how they got rid of them. And like I was saying about the, you could just tell this was like a fucking put together script out of nowhere.
I feel like I could have written this.
Yes.
And I have no writing experience.
So I'm going to read this review on Letterboxd, okay? Because keep in mind, when we left the movie, most people were kind of high on it, I guess.
On
You know,
7?
yeah, like I'm talking about the people I was with. They were like, oh, it was enjoyable. You know, it's whatever. It wasn't that great, but you know, everyone knew how I felt, especially Amber, Dick Rash's wife, because she was sitting next to me the whole fucking time.
And you're just like, ugh.
30 minutes of this movie, I leaned over to her. I go, I fucking hate this movie already. And it was the scene where they were walking down the sidewalk talking to each other, all three of the girls.
That's what I was going to mention. Okay, after you finish your thought,
Okay.
I want to come back to that.
And I leaned over to her and I'm like, I fucking hate this movie already. She starts laughing. And again, throughout the whole movie, I'm like, are you fucking serious? She's just cracking up. But all I kept seeing when I got home, because I'm like, okay, I got to go see what other people were saying. Your YouTube reviewers, all of them are like, this movie's just bad. And they're not even just like shitting on it to shit on it. But everyone in the comments is like, this movie is great. Everything was great up until the reveal at the end. I'm like, there's nothing good about this movie. But I'm going to read this person's review and then I'm going to shut the fuck up so Alyssa can talk.
Oh, no.
This is by some guy named Griffin Schiller on Letterboxd. He gave it a 1 star, which I gave it a half a star. He goes,
I laughed when I saw that.
and all I put was,
What did you
hate.
say? I hate. Oh, yeah, hate.
I just hate. So this person, what he writes is exactly what I try to say about movies. And he just says it perfectly for me, okay? Scream 7, written like the worst soap opera of all time and shot like a network TV show. Big COVID movie energy, especially in how empty and small things, and especially in how empty and small the setting feels. And that's exactly how I felt, because there's a scene where they're running through the old town area, and I'm like, I just feel like we're on a set. This doesn't feel real. But anyway, an excruciating, pointless abomination that shits on the previous entry by humiliating Neve Campbell for refusing a degrading pay cut, forcing her to apologize for being selfish while selfishly being a part of this film after the controversy. It spits on the impact of Melissa and Jenna, flanderizes Chad and Mindy, those are the twins, while effectively being an inferior retread of the last 2 films and harping on glup shitos and nostalgia porn for Scream's past. Even the killer and the reveal is an embarrassingly nonsensical afterthought. The whole film plays like someone wrote Halloween 2018 from memory after one viewing, randomly inserting ideas and hollowly hitting beats until it kind of makes sense if you squint. It's a film trying to have its cake and eat it too, chastising legacy sequels for treating their legacy characters like props, tying them to their trauma while indulging in the exact same practices without arriving at a point. For a series that used to be subversive and interesting, the anti-slasher that rewarded genre-savvy viewers, Scream has fully devolved into a safe, predictable, toothless shell of the genre. It has become the very thing it once satirized. And that is how I fucking feel about that movie. I didn't write that, but that is how I fucking feel, because that is exactly how I felt watching this.
You know, I kind of had a different experience than you, because like I said, like we went to dinner first, like we're all chatting, having fun. I saw it in 4D.
Hell yeah.
That I was excited about that new experience. And like I said, I don't have like a deep connection to these movies because I just watched them the other day, basically.
Yeah.
So for me, I was like, this is fine, but it's very lazy. I'm like, is this really where we're at? Just this sloppy rewrite. I mean, you had this huge budget. It was definitely disappointing. And I'm like, I don't know how you're going to do 8, because I don't know what the fuck happened here.
Completely negate this one, I hope. Just ignore its existence.
Do another 5 cream and just like start over, basically.
Because this doesn't even reference the other 2 characters, I don't think. Like the 2 chicks from the last movie.
No, I don't think it does.
Doesn't name drop them or anything.
Which is so weird.
Yep.
I almost feel like it's weirder than recasting them.
This
A part of me is like, should they have just recasted and went on? It's just it's an abrupt like.
Yeah, and see, and that's my big issue with it is coming off of 5 and 6, like my fucking expectations were through the roof. Like I was riding this high, and when this movie ended, it it just fucking like just crushed it. Just crushed everything. And I
Yeah.
was like, wow, this is where we're at now? This sucks.
It's the enshittification. I think we were talking about that before we started recording about just everything being shittier quality
Yep.
and just bleeds into everything. But
Yep. And I don't know. I just feel like this movie was just it treated the audience like they were stupid, and we're like, here's the things you like. Here's some gory kills. Here's some fake ass characters you don't care about. Were they in high school? Were they in college? How old were they?
oh yeah. So back to that. When you're talking about the girls like walking together. So Sydney's daughter in the beginning, I'm like, oh, she's like 25. Like she doesn't really look like a
She
teenager.
looks too old. She dresses like an adult.
Yeah, and then, like, a little bit later, you see her walking with her friends, and they're, like, very obviously teenagers, and you're like, "Oh, shit, okay, these are all teenagers," because they kinda have, like, a younger style, kinda I don't know how to describe it, but you know what I mean. Just, like, the juxtaposition of them, I'm like, "Oh, that's weird, they're all supposed to be teenagers," but it's not really, like, in the funny way, like Randy looking 35. I don't
Yeah.
even though he looked older, it was like, okay, they're all supposed to be teenagers, but her, there was something about her that just didn't work. I don't know.
No, I know exactly what you mean. She looked just as old as her mom, which Neve Campbell has aged
Yeah.
great, by the way. Like,
Oh, yeah, she looks
yeah.
great.
This movie was just a retread of all the other stuff. Again, it was just force feeding you the same shit you've already seen without adding something new to it like the other two movies, you know?
Mhm.
We mentioned this earlier, but there's a scene where, the whole time you're watching it, like, where the hell's Courtney Cox? And then she shows up and you're like, oh shit, and then two characters get out of the van and it's the twins. They're still around. And I'm like, yeah. And then
Yeah, I was excited.
somehow suddenly he's a cameraman and she wants to be a reporter, the sister.
I know, I was like, "Did I miss something in 6?" No,
Yeah.
they're just that's who they are now
Yep.
for whatever fucking
This
reason.
movie felt like a Scooby-Doo episode. I saw somebody who was like, Scream is just Scooby-Doo at this point. And I'm like, it really is. But-
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
That's how this is. And they try to bring in AI in this movie and deep fakes and shit. And my biggest problem is you barely get the Ghostface voice.
Oh, yeah, you're
And
right.
the stuff that they did on the phones is like, you could have leaned into this where it could have been Ghostface video calling from somewhere and like faking their location, but really like right behind. You get what I'm saying? There's other things that they could do. And then this is not a spoiler because this doesn't say, in what capacity he returns. But like with Stu, Dick Rash mentioned that he saw a fan theory where people thought, oh, maybe he's coming back and he did survive. And this is like a cult of Ghostface, So it's like a whole bunch of people as this, and that's how they bring, I'm like, that'd be a good twist,
Huh.
especially how 6 ended with that room with all the memorabilia.
Yeah, the warehouse and yeah.
And yeah, it did not go that route, but I'll leave that there without spoiling anything too much. I'll let you take it from here because, like I said, I fucking hate this. This movie just annoyed the hell out of me because I just can't deal with it. Like I like bad movies.
Yeah.
But this one
This was lazy bad.
This
Not
just
even
felt,
like
it felt insulting. It felt insulting to the franchise, even though the franchise is Scream. But after what, I don't know. Anyway, you sent me a reel with the guy walking out and he goes, best thing about Scream 7 was the Turnstile song. I'm going to tell you right now. Okay.
Oh, that song was awful.
Oh, really?
I just thought it was funny.
Oh.
I was like, what the fuck is this song? But I feel like that was you because
Oh, no.
didn't like it.
I like Turnstile. I love that band.
Oh, okay.
So when I heard it, me and Dick Rash looked at each other And then I leaned over to Amber because she's right next to me. Corey was on the other side of her. And I leaned over. I'm like, this was undeserving. This movie does not deserve to have Turnstile in it. They're like a post-hardcore punk band. They're really good if you were to actually listen to their stuff outside of that one little clip. But yeah, when I heard that was just nail in the fucking coffin. I'm like, fuck you, movie. Trying to win me over with that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, I was like, what is this song? Like, I don't know who this is. I was like, I don't like it. Like, I don't. I'm like, I just want to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much everything you said. Sloppy rewrite, AI stuff. I mean, it was cool to see the old characters. Well, spoiler-ish, but they do some things with AI, but then it's just like, oh yeah, it's AI, and like okay, like I kind of figured it was.
But it looks so shitty. The way they do it is so shitty. And you can tell that person was never on set. They were only on the phone, which means they were somewhere and they're like, hey, here's your lines, read them, and we'll just put this into the movie, insert it. And they did that thing in movies where I hate, where they just slap a video on top of a screen and it doesn't look real, like it's there. It's too crisp. I hate it. And one thing that I did like and I thought was really cool was there's a scene where with the windows, the boyfriend climbs through the window to talk to the daughter.
Oh yeah.
And the fucking Blue Oyster Cult, Don't Fear the Reaper cover is playing in the background again.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
That was cool.
I was like, all right.
Yeah, it had a pretty strong start. I mean, I thought the opening was weak, but yeah, like when we're seeing Tatum, Sydney's daughter, and the boyfriend, the window, I was like, okay, cool. We're gonna do something here, but yeah, seeing it in 4D was really cool. I had never done that before. It was fucking nuts. Those seats moved way more than I thought.
Do they blow air on you?
Yeah. Yeah, like, there's a part where somebody's getting chased up the stairs and Ghostface is grabbing at their legs and, like, the air was going off, so it kinda felt like a hand, like, swishing and missing your leg, and it was cool. I mean, yeah, I had to keep scooting up in my seat because you're moving around and you start sliding out, and
Yeah.
that was fun. Like I said, I had a great night in general, so I think that kinda helped me not be as pissed.
Yeah.
I was just
No, I
but
get you. And again, this is
it's
just
on the
sorry, continue. I'm sorry.
oh, yeah, I was just gonna say, this is definitely on the bottom. I mean, like, halfway through, I was like, "Yeah, this is my least favorite one."
Look,
It's lazy.
I don't even remember the reasoning for the killers. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't remember. Like, she said it, and I had checked out so much by that point that I don't even remember her reasoning behind it. And well, I'm sorry, I remember it now that I'm talking, but it's because I had to read what it was. Because during the movie, she
Oh.
was explaining it, and I'm like, what is she saying? Is she somebody from another movie? She's not.
It took me a second too, yeah.
And then
I
the
was
other
like,
killer
"What?
was just like, what?
Dude?"
Why? Like, this movie's, again, I just feel like it's an insult to fans. This does feel like a straight to streaming movie.
Yeah, if this was straight to streaming, I could be a little more patient.
Yeah.
For sure.
I will say, I didn't pay for my ticket.
Oh.
Our drummer was like, hey, wait, y'all are going to see Scream 7 tonight? We're like, yeah, do you want to come? And he's like, yeah, we were actually planning on going today. So he's like, I got like 22 tickets on my app. We never use them. I just collect them.
Oh.
So I was like, we were like, sure, if you don't
Okay.
mind. So he's like, yeah. So he got us free tickets. And I messaged him. Corey was like, hey, man, thanks again for tonight, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, thanks for saving me some money.
Yeah,
But then I turned out told him, I was like, no, seriously though, man, thank you. Thanks for the tickets. But anyone listening to this, wait for Scream 7 to come.
Pirate it. No,
home.
don't even
Yeah, there you go. Pirate it.
Stream it, but you should pirate this because fuck the
Yes.
Fuck all of it. Like, all the bullshit around it.
Yep.
Like,
It's not a good movie. It is just that they have like, and I saw people saying, "Oh, this has got some really brutal kills." It's got the one, which when you think back
I will
on it,
say that is one positive thing. I do agree with that. I was like, oh, some of the kills are fun.
yeah, but
You're like, no.
no, there's one that's really fucked up because when you know who's behind the mask, the little head tilt looking, and you're just
Yeah.
like,
I didn't think about that.
you're
Yeah.
like, oh wow, that's fucked. But if I cared about these people,
Yeah. You're like, good thing I don't.
yep. Also, the blonde hair chick. When I found out who that was, the blonde friend who doesn't last very long.
Oh, uh-huh.
I didn't realize that was the chick from the Ghostbusters sequels. Because in that movie,
Oh,
she's
okay.
got crazy hair and it's like curly hair and it's short and brown. When I found out that was her, I was like, oh, this is what she normally looks like. Weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I haven't seen those. So.
But yeah, so bottom of the list for me. This shit is hot trash. Needs to be removed from everything. And yeah.
How you feel about this movie is pretty much how I felt about Gale. Like, it made me fucking angry watching it. It's like, I want to fucking go. Like this was
said,
my Gale.
like
or
I
this is your Gale, whatever.
no, I know what you meant. Like I said, I don't like it when movies waste my time. And that's what gets
Yeah,
me.
that's how I felt with Gale.
It's like I can usually find something and it's something, it's like Late Night with the Devil.
Mhm.
Wasn't what I expected at all. It was a
Yeah,
fun movie.
same.
It had cool concepts, but there's a lot I would have changed
agree,
personally.
yeah.
But I didn't feel like it wasted my time. I got something out of it. I was entertained.
Yeah.
But this was just eye roll after eye roll of just I'm like, this is 2026. We should not be doing this. Do not do this.
Yep.
But yeah, you said you had some notes and stuff. I know we're getting to the end here. I promise.
Oh, I kind of wrote down some things that I observed that they love to do in this series, which I actually didn't take note if they did in 7. I'm sure they didn't because they're like, we're just gonna do some other shit. But let's see. These are some things that they love in the Scream franchise. They love getting thrown through glass. Absolutely love that. Somebody is always getting thrown through glass.
I think someone
There's
was
always
thrown through
some-
glass in this one. I think they were.
But okay. Couldn't remember for sure. I noticed this more in the earlier ones. I don't think that they did it after 5 Cream, but like somebody will have their fucking throat slit or like their guts pulled out or something and they're on the ground. Somebody would like run up and check their pulse
Oh
for
yeah.
like 2 seconds. I'm like,
What are you doing?
they're so fucking dead. Why are you checking their pulse?
There's a chance.
Like their heads basically cut off. Like what? So I appreciate that. I feel like more times than not, Ghostface is getting a plant thrown at him. He's chasing somebody. He's getting a potted plant thrown.
Well, I mean, I feel like that's like one of the probably the most common blunt object you could find, maybe. But that's funny. I
Maybe,
didn't
yeah.
pick up on that.
Oh yeah, I feel like they do that a lot. Actually, I feel like that's in one of the scary movies where they throw a plant at him.
Okay.
Obviously Sydney's mom being a whore, that's a thing through pretty much all of them. They just hate her for whatever reason. And then it transfers to Sydney. I'm like, Sydney is the most like basic bitch. You know, like the Ghostface killings are by far the most exciting thing that's ever happened to her, but they just hate Sydney so much. I'm like, she didn't even do what her mom did. Why are you it doesn't make sense.
No, I completely get it. Yeah, it is weird, but it is the trope. It's like, why is it always this one person?
Oh.
I'm assuming.
Yeah. This one, it happens at least twice, and I can't remember the movies. But people getting stabbed through the hand. So gross.
Oh yeah. Oh, Scream 5 with that.
Can't remember what happens in 5.
Just at the
Oh, is
beginning.
it?
Yeah, at the beginning. Like, the beginning of 5 is brutal. Like, I was like, whoa! And I was so confused because I was like, I thought she was in this movie.
What's the beginning of 5 again?
Jenna Ortega.
Oh, duh. Yes. Okay. We just talked about it, but they're
It's
all
been a while.
intermingling.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? Oh, Nev Campbell. She makes this face that I'm gonna have to find a picture of it and post it, but it's like her distressed face. She shows her front teeth. She's like,
I never noticed that.
oh my god, I noticed it in all of them. And she's distressed. She's got some front
I'm gonna have to
teeth.
look that one up.
Yeah. That's all of them I wrote down, but it was fun observing kind of repeat things. At least before 5 Cream. I feel like after that it's different, but
Yeah. Oh, one last thing about this one. This one did that thing that I can't stand in movies where they heavily rely on technology.
oh yeah.
Where in 5 and 6, everyone had a smartphone, but it was just kind of there. And they were like, oh, hey, what's up? Or like, you see them texting.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you how to do this on the phone because like you have your phone right now.
Yeah. And then,
You know?
and then instead of like running to go help your fucking daughter or whoever you're talking to on the phone, you dead stop, watching on a camera. Just keep going.
Dude, that fucking pissed me off so bad. And then also, okay, the last thing I'll complain about. I did not like how Gail was in this movie. Like, she was in it, but in such a small way. I feel like Gail is always there at the end for the most part. Like, fighting people off, figuring shit out, calling for help. It's like, where the fuck was Gail? Like,
Yeah, that's true. Because now that I think about it, I don't know. There were some people that just kind of like disappeared at some point in the movie. You don't see them again for a while. And then I think it was her. It's hard for me to remember. Like I said, my brain is slowly just overwriting what I saw.
you're like, I'm gonna just phase this out of my brain.
Like, this goes back to what I was saying earlier about the writer. Like, the guy who wrote 1, 2, and 4 wrote this, and he directed it. But what I'm wondering is, they're like, hey, we need you to come in and hurry up and write a script. So he's probably rushed. So they're probably like, let's get the guy who did the original. We'll get the same feel. But it was like, how much time did you give him?
1 week.
Yep. Was Scream 7 rushed? I don't know. I'm going to look this up later. But yeah, so that's our reviews on Scream 1 through 7. Mine is, because I didn't put 6 anywhere yet.
Oh, yeah.
I'd go 5, 1, 2, 6, 4, 3, 7.
Okay.
Because 6 is good, but it's like, I'm already putting
I
5
agree.
over 1 and 2. So, 1
Yeah, I
and
feel
2,
like
they're
6
classics.
doesn't go above 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Well, we've both had a movie that made us actually angry, and it's March the 3rd.
Yep.
What is to come? Oh, on Friday, I'm gonna see Dolly, so I'm excited about that.
That's coming out. Oh, big.
Yeah, I
Ooh,
think it releases
bitch.
Thursday.
This is probably one of
actually.
those limited run things. While we're on here, because you can hear me get angry again. I just want to be another one of those fucking limited release
I was really
bullshits.
surprised that the movie theater by me was playing it. I thought we were gonna have to go somewhere weird.
Look, I'm gonna have to go over there and just start fucking talking to people there and be like, hey, can y'all start getting these kind of movies here,
I
please?
mean,
I'll come.
with how movie theaters are kind of floundering right now, they might listen.
I'm just kind of like, look, y'all had that Millennium movie in here. What, 2 people went and watched it? Come on, give me one of these.
Yeah.
So it comes out, you said Friday, right? I don't want scrolling through today's listings.
6th, I believe.
Hoppers, Scream 7.
And then I am extremely excited. On Monday, I'm gonna see Undertone.
Does that come out this week too?
It comes out like I don't know. I'm seeing it on the 13th or the 15th, so it's still a couple weeks away.
Okay. I cannot wait for Undertone.
I feel like it's legit. I'm seeing it on the 15th, so it probably comes out on the 13th. But yeah, I feel like it's actually gonna scare me.
Oh, that scared the fuck out of me just now.
What?
You'll hear it on the recording. You're talking about
Oh, okay.
undertone too, and like some weird noise just came through the microphone. Like that was loud. Whew, I didn't like that.
It's happening.
Oh God. But yeah, we have a lot to look forward to. Oh, the trailer for Passenger. When it came
yeah.
on, I already knew what to expect. So I'm over here doing this, and I look over and I'm waiting for it. I'm like, come on, get his ass, fucking get his ass. And lo and behold, scared the fuck out of Corey.
I had myself braced because I jump every time. But one cool thing about the 4D, we got movement with some of the trailers.
Oh,
like
hell
they
yeah.
showed the trailer for the second Mario movie.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Before Scream? Weird.
I know. I thought it was weird. Oh yeah, there was a child in our showing. They were probably like 6 years old.
We had a couple of kids in ours too.
I was like, "What are you doing? Why would you bring your fucking kid here?"
Yeah.
And at one point, the kid was like, "Are you awake?" to their parent.
Oh my God. No, shut up.
Yeah. Let me
Watch
sleep.
the movie.
But like,
He's gonna die.
how could you sleep in that chair? But-
The killer's Nev Campbell. Just keep watching. I'm joking. Or am I? But yeah, this was the episode, everybody. Thank y'all for listening.
Yep.
Thank y'all for hanging out. This one's 2 hours. The other video is 38
wow.
minutes. This video is an hour 22. They don't know what I'm talking about because they don't know that I had to cut
Behind
and
the
pause.
scenes.
Yeah, that's our reviews of these movies. Thank y'all for listening. As per usual, follow us on Instagram at the NightmareSignal Pod on Instagram.
Yes.
Or email us.
Write us your opinion about movies. If you love Scream 7, we would like to hear about it.
And then I'll rip you a new one. No. Yeah, let me know your opinion. Let us know what movies you hate that just really got
that made
under
you
your
mad.
skin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
Well,
email is nightmaresignal@gmail.com.
yes.
Please like and follow us on stuff so we know people are listening. Leave a comment, rate us, review us, let us know what we can change. Yada 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 blah 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 blah. I'm good to go. Are you?
Hanging up the phone, bitch.
Slay.
Splam.